Okay, so the tech space and cryptos are in chaos right now. So what's causing it and how can you profit from it? So let's talk about it. This is the Hey Ed YouTube channel. I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. I'm not a financial advisor, so do not construe anything that I mention in any of my videos as financial advice. Always do your own research before doing anything with your money. And yes, boy, I got a wild story for you that really you want to know about if you have any kind of exposure to the tech industry space or cryptos. Okay, so a company out of China called DeepSeek launched their answer to ChatGPT, and it is riling the entire tech space and cryptos for that matter.
Let's talk about DeepSeek because it is mind-blowing and it is shaking this entire industry to its core. The emergence of DeepSeek now putting pressure on the U.S. tech names. We told you all about it last week in Davos. The buzz started growing about DeepSeek's latest AI model being more efficient while running on a lot less advanced NVIDIA chips. Released last week, it's already being called what is a major breakthrough as the app shows its work, its reasoning. It answers users' prompts. I, by the way, was spent basically all weekend playing with it. It is the #1 app, I believe, on Apple right now. The product overtaking ChatGPT today as that on the App Store that way. DeepSeek, which was created by a Chinese hedge fund manager, also capturing the attention of leaders, as we mentioned at the World Economic Forum last week in Davos.
We should take the development out of China very, very seriously.
What we found is that DeepSeek, which is the leading Chinese AI lab, their model is actually the top performing or roughly on par with the best American models.
Okay, so according to DeepSeek, they only spent about $5 or $6 million developing their answer to ChatGPT. Meanwhile, ChatGPT, they spent what, hundreds of millions of dollars developing ChatGPT. So this is kind of embarrassing. And everyone's trying to figure out right now what the implications are to the AI space. Okay, so the anecdotes that I've heard so far by people who've used DeepSeek is that it performs better than ChatGPT. And according to DeepSeek, they use much less actual computing power in order to achieve this. So if that's true, all these tech companies that spent, hundreds of billions of dollars, probably over $1 trillion, developing AI technology, they kind of look a little silly right now when the little old Chinese company comes along and says, hey, we can do it better for like nothing. And to make it worse, DeepSeek said that they're going to provide this for free. It is the #1 downloaded app on the App Store right now over ChatGPT. Now, as Vladimir Putin said, the country that dominates artificial intelligence will dominate the world. And Donald Trump apparently realizes that. And so last week, he held a conference with tech executives, including Sam Altman, the creator of ChatGPT, announcing a project called Stargate, in which they're going to make a dramatic leap forward in artificial intelligence. And it's a $500 billion project. And again, this company comes out and says, "Hey, man, we just developed a program, and they categorize it as a side hustle, as a side project for them. They did it for $5 or $6 million, and it outperforms ChatGPT. It's a little bit of embarrassing. Now, we don't know yet whether this is just a Chinese psyop or whether this is the real deal, but it's enough to roil the markets. Oh, and by the way, it's not a coincidence that this Chinese company launched this on Donald Trump's inauguration day. Obviously, a message is being sent. You can read into that whatever you want. But look, this is all fresh news, right? This is a brand new development. So a lot of people right now are scrambling to figure out, exactly what the implications are, with this brand new development. So the knee-jerk reaction is that, your Magnificent Seven tech stocks are selling off. Now, remember, these stocks are trading at enormous levels, okay? So I think a lot of this just might be an excuse to take profits, but while we're trying to figure out, what this actually means to the entire industry. But if you're trying to figure out, how you can take advantage of this, how you can make money on this, I do have an idea for you. Okay, let's start by taking a look at what's happening in the crypto world. And a lot of this is a sympathy play, a sympathy sell-off with this DeepSeek news. So Bitcoin has been down. Now, in the past day here, it's only down about 3%, so not very much. XRP is taking a bigger hit. XRP is down 2.4%, trading at 302. It was down to around 291 there for a little while. So it's coming back pretty strong. But if you look to the right here, look at all these charts of these. You can see they all kind of sold off in unison. Crypto did take a hit. But let's get to my idea, okay? If you look at CoinMarketCap, and if you look at the trending cryptos, you see in the number 2 and the number 5 spot are DeepSeek plays. Let's click on this number 2 guy, for example. Now we can see that after that really big push of this morning, it has been coming down. But if you think you want to play this story, this is one way to do it. I'll tell you what I did this morning. I bought this DeepSeek meme. Now, when I posted this in my group, I told them this morning, okay, so I bought this morning at 0.012. Now, since then, it's sold off about 50%, from there. Now it's coming up back up a little bit here, right? Now, fair warning here, okay? If we do a search inside a deck screener for DeepSeek, you see an awful lot of choices. So they're not all the same. So you do have to make a judgment call about which one you want to do. Now, what I decided to do is, I went for the one with the largest market cap, figuring, well, that's the one that most people are playing. And you see the volume on this guy over the past 24 hours is 154 million. And the current market cap is 9.5 million. Let's take a look at the daily chart on this guy real quick. Okay, so look, it's not, imagine if you owned this like 3 days ago. But in case you're curious, the address for this particular coin, it starts with 8FQX. So that's the one that I'm playing. So let's go check out the 5-minute chart. Okay, so when I bought it is right up here, right? This guy right here. Now, when I bought it, it was already down 50% from the high. And then after I bought it, it went down another 50%. But I'm doing much better on it now. But we'll just wait and see. Now, let me be clear. I didn't put that much money into this, okay? For me, it's a flyer. I put $500 into it. Maybe I'll scale into it, if it starts looking pretty good. But I'm certainly not telling you to buy this, okay? I'm just giving you an idea. I mean, if you think that this story could turn into an actual phenomenon, it might be worth it for you to take a few shekels and throw it into the only money you can afford to lose, okay? Because as far as I know, these could all go to zero, okay? So if you're wondering what all the chaos is about, between yesterday and today, this story is what people are blaming. Now, as for the crypto space, if you have XRP or Bitcoin or XCN, these coins that I've been talking about recently, I view this as a buying opportunity. I think that the stories for those individual plays are much bigger than this DeepSeek story. So I would encourage you not to get panicked out of your Bitcoin or your XRP or your XCN. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Don't be shaken out. These are solid plays. Now, we're going to learn a lot more about the implications behind this DeepSeek news in the coming days. And, there are tons of YouTube videos already, on this project. I just wanted to weigh in too, because people have been asking me about it. Remember, get your money out of the bank, acquire some gold and silver, and establish streams of passive recurring income. Please like and subscribe. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.
Copy that.